got 3 different products here for cut and foam that I'm going to go ahead and review real quick for you. I decided I kind of wanted to do a winter themed terrain board, and so I wanted to build like some glacial or some ice type hills, so that's why I bought these. This is my first time working with foam, so I've been using the standard kind of pink stuff here. And I got 3 different things to talk about. One is the Woodland Scenics hot wire foam cutter. This is probably the most expensive out of all of them, but in the end I really liked it. This guy, if you look for it in the store. And then I got, this is available from hobby stores, the StyroCutter from Floorcraft. It costs about half as much as this guy. And then the last option is actually a wood burner. I'm not sure who made this, but again, I've seen this at the various hobby stores like Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and it comes with a whole bunch more tips for wood burning, but the tip that I'm using uses a standard Xacto knife blade, and you can see it on there. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate how they work and tell you what my preference is. So the hot knife, obviously, it does not cut very deep, but it does a pretty good job. But it's pretty slow. It doesn't cut through very quickly. So you can kind of see the type of cut that makes. It's a pretty clean cut, but the cut tends to be wide, so it's not just the width of the blade. You can see if I go straight down, it melts the foam quite a bit, and you're left with a fairly wide cut in the foam. So if you're looking to like cut columns or more precise pieces, this is probably not going to work too good for you. The other thing I found that when I was up here cutting, like when I tried to cut deeper into the foam, is that this part of the knife can start to melt into things a little bit, which actually kind of gives a cool effect. So I think I kind of like this for adding details. One of the things I don't like is that you get a lot of smoke off of this, and you have to leave it plugged in, so it's going to sit on your workbench and it's just going to stay there and it's going to be hot. So I'm going to unplug this for now. So the verdict here basically is this is a nice tool to have to go through and add details, but I definitely would not use this for your primary cutting tool for foam. The next tool, again, this you have to plug in and it's going to stay hot, is the StyroCutter. And this was from Hobby Lobby, and this is probably what I spent the least amount of money on. With their coupon, it was like $12. But the thing I don't like about it is it leaves little strings. So you can see there when you go to pull it apart, you get these strings that are pretty tricky to deal with. And foam tends to stay stuck to this wand part, and it smokes quite a bit. Pretty much the only advantage that this tool has is because it's a single wand, you can cut very large pieces of styrofoam. So you could easily cut a 12 by 12 or 24 by 24 pieces even, because it doesn't have like a bow like this one does. So this, I'm limited to this depth here when I go to cut. And again, it has to stay on, so it's going to sit on your workbench and it's going to be hot. I don't think I'm going to use this one very much. I think this is just going to end up in a drawer, and I'm probably not going to touch it too often. And the last tool is the Woodland Scenics tool, and what I like about this is it gives you very nice cuts. That's what I used to cut this here. It goes hot to cold instantly, so there's a little trigger here that you push when you want to cut. And so you can see it cuts very quickly and very nice. And as soon as you shut it off, it's cold. So you can see this foam even was stuck to it. It got cold so quickly. So this gives you very, very nice clean lines. Very little smoke. In fact, I would consider using this inside with the window open. Whereas these other two cutters, I would definitely be outside or in the garage using those. So this one's about 40 bucks. I think I've seen this for around $20 to $30 depending on which accessories you get. And then this retails for $20. And again, these two are available at your hobby stores. You can use your 40% off coupons and save some money that way. But overall, your money is best going to be spent on the Woodland Scenics. It's a great tool. I think I'll be using it quite a bit. In fact, I regret that I didn't buy. There's an additional bow system that can go on here that'll help you cut straighter lines. With this system, cutting a perfectly straight line is quite difficult. And I'm not sure if you could run a ruler. Or you can get pretty straight. But again, if you were looking to do like some sort of columns or some sort of structure, you'd probably want to get the bow with the guide, and there's a plastic guide that sits in here that your foam would sit up against, and that's how you would cut your straight lines that way. So anyway, comment. I hope that you found this helpful. So I definitely recommend go spend the extra money, get the Woodland Scenics product. I think you'll be a lot happier in the long run. And then maybe this for doing some details.